Alright, so this is a battle report between Tombkings and Chaos, Warriors of Chaos. Now this is an interesting battle in the fact that both armies are using the lore of Undeath. I'm bringing a Demon Prince and some Warmongers, going for a more fluffy thing. I also brought Wolfric the Wanderer. And here's my opponent's list. He has a big unit of Tomb Guard, about 6 chariots, 2 units of about 20 skeleton archers, and a looks like a casket of souls in the back over here. And over on my side, you see the Demon Prince. I also have a it looks like a unit of Hellstriders, a small warrior unit of about 15 or 16, and over on to the far right, you have the Warmongers and a unit of Skull Crushers. As long as, one thing I noticed about this list, as long as I'm going first, I'm okay. But if I go second, boy, oh boy, it is terrible. Especially against a very fast-moving army or something like that. But in this case, I have a slow army, and my plan is to use these terrain pieces to my advantage, so I can cut off his counter charges. I move my Hellstriders around the right side and go to his flank. The Warmongers, unfortunately, have to cruise the back. My whole purpose is to just start plopping up spirit hosts right in front of his army, so he can't really move, so I can get the charges I want. Alright, and so the first thing I do is I plop I think that's a Karen Wraith right there right in front of him. And that should slow him down a little bit. The Karen Wraith isn't that bad. It's an ethereal, so he can't really hit me unless he uses the Casket of Souls. The Hellstriders could probably take on that skeleton unit, but there's no guarantee there because they still kind of suck. I put my my BSB behind that pyramid over there, and I move the Demon Prince over right to the right of the pyramid. And then, all right, in my opponent's turn, he starts to measure. He's thinking about pushing his chariots forward. He sees that he doesn't have the range to make an optimal charge, but he does move his skeletons back so he can shoot at the Hellstriders that I just gave +2 toughness to. I'm not really scared for the Hellstriders. I neglected to tell you that I actually got +2 toughness from the Mark of Lord of Nurgle, but I did. So it's going to be tough for him to shoot those guys down and get rid of that sorcerer back there. It's going to prove to be an annoyance throughout the game. But he does some shooting at the skeletons, at the chariot. Then he does some shooting at the Hellstriders. He doesn't do any wounds to the Hellstrider. But he does, I'm sorry, in his turn he did end up summoning up a unit of about 20 skeletons and a banner. So this mission is actually like a blood and glory. So technically those skeletons actually produced another banner. So he got that, and he got himself a token. The warriors, I'm going to try to attempt to charge those warriors into the skeleton unit. It's kind of a long charge, really, but there's no downside for them to actually charging into that right now. So in my turn, I push forward. I charge the Hellstriders into a skeleton unit. My plan was to actually cast that spell again on them, give them plus to the toughness. The warriors fail their charge, and then in close combat, my magic phase is actually a bust, and in close combat, his skeletons kill 3 Hellstriders. Go figure. I had always strike first and a couple other things. My sorcerer actually whiffed all of his attacks. I did summon, however, another Wraith, and I put it right in front of his chariot. So if they charge, they'll charge right past the Demon Prince, and the Demon Prince can hit him on the flank. And then you got these Skull Crushers coming around the back. So that's going to be awesome. I try to pull in Wolfric, and he fails to show up, I think. And the Hellstriders reform around the obelisk. The warriors fail the charge. And I think this is his turn starting up. He moves his units like so. He Not sure what he's doing. Oh, he really doesn't really move all that much. Really, he kills. He does kill a wraith with some magic. I believe it was. It might have been the Lure of Death. He did a death spell. I think he did a Spirit Leech or something. And he did, and then he summoned up a unit of Supposal Stalkers to scream at the Demon Prince. Now, this could be bad, but he only ends up doing 1 wound, which is I'm okay with that. The Demon Prince is just fine with that. It gives me something that's going to block Tombkings from countercharging. The Demon Prince when he charges in to something. He did, and then he raised up a unit of skeletons on his flank over here next to his chariots. I guess to try to guard from these skull crushers. I don't think that's really going to work. You got the skull crushers there. You got the exalted hero there. You even have a Karen Wraith there. Can't really do that much, but it's still a Karen Wraith nonetheless. In my phase, I cast the magic buff. And Wulfric did show up on his back line. That should be interesting. His target is his main wizard, the one that keeps his army alive, the Hierophant. That's Wulfric's target. And with strength 7 and 4 attacks, rerolling the hit, he should be able to take him down. He should be able to. He turns his Hierophant Titan around to try to deal with Wulfric and them. And the crew, the Demon Prince charges in. I decided to charge in the Demon Prince. The combat at the top with the skeletons, the Skull Crushers run right through the skeletons and they overrun into his chariots. So those chariots are dead. They're done for. The warriors run into the flank of his Tomb Guard after running through his skeleton unit. And the chariot, I believe the chariot actually fails its charge. The Demon Prince is going to end up killing this guy. And I'm alright with that because it gives me a chance to throw him in to the Tomb Guard, which can only have killing blow against smaller troops. So it should work against that. And look what that skeleton, look what the Tomb Guard did to my warriors. Yeah, I mean, there's 16 warriors there or whatever. Mark or Nurgle, and 4 skeletons take out half the unit because he did get some enchanted blades and some other buffs, but look at that. That's just insane. If you can do that, and I'm 20 points and you're like 10 or 11 points, I mean, that's a massive, they're massively overcost, Warriors of Chaos are. And the Warriors end up breaking and running. Too rich for their blood. And the Chariot, I believe the Chariot charges in the next phase. Oh, the Chariot charges in. And in my magic phase, I summon up a Terrorgeist, and my wizard explodes, and he does a wound to the freaking the Wraith. So I got a Terrorgeist, and my Sorcerer is dead. The Sorcerer is like 330 points. The Terrorgeist is like 225. He just got sucked into the warp. Big explosion. Boom. Everything goes to crap. But it's not really crap because it's already been decided. This game, it doesn't matter. The Chaos Gods can be mad that I'm using the Lure of Undeath all they want to and betraying them. But this is going down. You want to know why? Because death comes from Karn and Nurgle. And the Skull Crushers destroy the chariot, and yeah. This is not good. Wulfric did charge into the unit over here, and the funniest thing happens. Wulfric charges out of the unit. He's going to charge out of the unit, and he's going to challenge the whatchamacallit, what's his face, the character, and he ends up dying once he charges in, calls him out, and gets beaten by a puny skeletal sorcerer. You suck, Wulfric. But the exalted hero on the disc does charge the casket of souls, and I want to blow this to blow up. I want to take everything with me. If Wulfric is gonna die, everybody has to die. Skull Crusher's gotta die. Everybody gotta die. The warmongers are doing the tactical thing and they're holding on table quarter. I know, right? Corn doing the tactical thing and holding table quarter. And I think you get, yes, in this one you get 200 extra victory points for each table quarter. So it's 200 victory points for each table quarter. If you break your opponent, you get 500 extra points. Yeah, I think I've already done that. He's already broken. Or he's on his way to, because the Skull Crushers are hitting him on the flank there. His Hyrule Titan ends up killing one of the Skull Crushers, which is fine with me, but we're going to be killing a lot of infantry. And so, yeah. And what eventually is going to end up happening is that giant is going to crumble to dust. And the game is pretty much going to be over. Very little left of the actual undead kings of the desert. Let their homes be desolate, and let everyone eat dirt, and let the blood god make a giant mountain of skulls from their army for his throne. His throne sitting between a river of blood. But it was a good game. I enjoyed playing against this opponent. Every time I play against him, he gets better. So that's a good thing, and I hope he continues to get better playing the game, even though they pissed in our cornflakes when they made AOS. But and I'm not going to play that game. You can forget about it. People are going to say, "Oh, why don't you try it out?" I'm not going to try it out. And that's just it, because I know what I like. I know what I want to play. And it's not what I like. It's not what I want to play. So I'm not going to waste my time with it. You know what I'm saying? Go 8th edition, 8.5 edition, and go Kings of War. That's just how it's going to be. But it was a great win for the Chaos Warriors. And if you like what you've seen, subscribe, comment. Have a great one.